up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of Nice Guys Podcast. Looks a little bit different tonight. Got some news that we got to share with you guys. Just keep it a buck, keep it transparent with you all. And not news that we are excited to share. We don't know what the future will hold for us in this aspect, but Duper has some things going on right now at school, kind of bogging him down to the point where he reached out to us and said that he thought it would be best just to take some time off of the pod, which we totally understand. D-Money and I have full-on schedules ourselves, so we understand the way it looks and understand how it works with, being tied down, being busy, and just having one more thing that just seems like a mountain you have to climb. And so Duper, to kind of take the pressure off himself and not kind of half-ass the podcast and kind of, have that attitude when he's on camera with us and kind of displaying that to you guys, which he's never, he never intentionally has done that, and I don't think he would. But nonetheless, he just decided that he needed some time off, which we respect entirely. We understand it, and we're supportive of him, and we appreciate him coming to us and kind of trusting us and, having enough respect for us to say, you know what, this just isn't right now. The timing is not right, and I need to take a step back. And who knows what the future will hold. Hopefully, it's just a couple of weeks, and he'll come back after he gets some things settled down as far as how his schedule plays out. If that is not the case, and he decides he needs some more time off, maybe till the summertime, or can come on as a special guest standpoint. Not that he would be a special guest, but just, in the standpoint of not being on every episode and coming on every once in a while. And that's how I mean that to sound. And so, nonetheless, wanted to be transparent with you guys on that. As they say, the show must go on. So we are going to hold down the fort in Duper's absence, and we are going to look to bring you guys quality content that we always, hope and plan to do every episode. But nonetheless, D-Money, how you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. As of right now. Steelers haven't played yet, so we'll see how I'm feeling after tomorrow night. But so far, so good. So
Yeah, my dumbass thought the game was tonight, so didn't think we were going to
yeah,
be able to do
this
a pod
dumbass
tonight.
texted me. He was like, "Hey, you want to record the pod tomorrow since the Steelers got a primetime game?" I texted back. I said, "They play tomorrow, bud."
Yeah,
That's okay.
it's all right.
You see 8:15, and you usually just think,
I
sometimes
didn't even see the Monday in front of it.
Yeah.
To be fair, that was fresh off of 3 teams shitting the bed on my parlay. So,
Did you do the same one I sent you?
I did the exact same one that you sent me.
Yeah, dude, we were so fucking close.
Dude,
And
it
every
looks
game
so
was
good.
like,
It looks so
every
good.
game was rolling with it, and then all of a sudden, just them last couple games, just
Yep.
yeah, frustrating. But
Yeah.
one of these days, we're gonna hit. We're gonna hit one of them motherfuckers.
I'm just hoping the day that I hit it doesn't turn into the luck of kind of like how it did for you when you won 800 and some bucks and had to replace 4 tires.
Yeah.
I got to replace 4 tires on Friday on the car, so I was hoping to hit tonight to cover that cost, but
Yeah, that'd have been nice.
It is what it is. So
Big time. But yeah, that's frustrating. But I also had 2 other parlays. I think I sent them to you. Did I send them to you?
you only sent me one other one.
Did I send the anytime touchdown?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's that one.
Okay, so I had Travis Kelce, Anthony Richardson, Stephon Diggs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Bijan Robinson. And literally, I was like, oh man, I feel good about these ones. I feel
Right.
those guys are all guys that score
Primary
pretty
targets
frequently.
too. Yeah.
Obviously, except for Bijan, but Bijan's a fucking freak.
Right.
And I was like, damn, this might hit. And it was like $300, I think.
Mm.
And Anthony Richardson scored first drive. I was like, let's go. Because he's the quarterback. You have to rush touchdown. You have to have a rushing touchdown because you
Right.
can't just have the throwing, obviously.
Right.
So he's got to run it in. And he scored the first possession. And I was like, oh, this is it. Let's do it.
It's set.
This is it. And then
Who fucked it up?
him and Kelce, the only ones that scored. Bijan didn't score. Stephon Diggs didn't score. And Amon-Ra didn't score.
Yeah.
And you got to think the Lions put up, what, 31?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had 100 yards receiving. He's on my fantasy team. He didn't catch touchdown.
I
But
hate that for you. I really
it
do.
is what it is.
Yeah.
And then the other one that I had like over under receptions. It was like I had a bunch of free credits on DraftKings, so I used like 3 or 4 of them, I think, or something like that.
Hmm.
I used one for tonight's game too, but I had 3 guys for catches. So it was Stephon Diggs over 6.5 catches. So you had to have 7 catches.
Hmm.
Brandon Ayuk, who plays for San Fran, he
Hmm.
needed over 4.5. I don't know how many he finished with. Probably 4. My luck. And then Garrett Wilson over 3.5. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like yeah, Rodgers is gone, but Zach Wilson's got to throw the ball to somebody, and Garrett Wilson is a fucking freak. I was like, he's at least going to get 4 catches. He had he had a touchdown catch for 68 yards, and that was like the only catch he had until like the third or fourth quarter. And I'm like, what the hell? Of course,
Holy shit.
And I wouldn't have hit for anything big. I was like $55, I think. But
Yeah.
um,
I saw this thing on TikTok, so it's just on my algorithm now, like a bunch of sports betting, because I think like obviously they have access to my shit and see that I'm
oh yeah,
sports betting all the time. So all
oh
these
yeah.
sports betting TikToks come up. Some dude came on there and he's like this professional bettor and gambler, and
Is it one of
he
them sports like the sponsored ones?
wasn't sponsored. It was just like
Okay,
it was
because I
some
get shit
random
about
dude.
sponsored all the time, and it pisses me off.
Yeah. So he
I
he
just
was yeah, exactly same. He was talking about how um to stop going for the long shot, like stop setting up like 5 to 10 leg parlays. And he said, fuck it. He said, go with like a 1 or 2 leg parlay or like a 2 leg parlay. And he said, because listen, at the end of the day, he said, let's just say you win 5 of those for like 50, 60, $70 at a time. He said, you're still winning more money than you are putting these like immaculate 10
hmm
leg parlays to hit that have to have incredible odds to hit. And
yeah,
so I just think it's exciting to put up
it
like a Hail
is.
Mary one like that. Like it's
It's
cool.
fun.
Like this one dude I know I saw on Facebook, his wife shared it. He put up $550 last week on the Cowboys to win and ended up winning 850 some dollars. That's the only thing he bet on. Now he put down a hell of a lot of money, but obviously he won 300 more dollars, you know.
But that's the thing. So it was it $800 the payout including the 550?
I would assume. Yeah.
Okay, because sometimes it confuses me sometimes because sometimes it'll include like in your payout like your 550 back, like you should get the 550 back obviously.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
won 350.
He
He
won
won 300 bucks.
350. Well, that's
Okay,
how I've always interpreted it. Is there ones that are not like that?
I I don't win very often, so
Or you win and you put it right back in on the next go
yeah.
round?
Well, that's what I do. So like on DraftKings, like so when you signed up, I don't know. Have you ever signed up for DraftKings?
No, I got to.
I think
I
if you
need to.
put $5 into it, you get 200 free credits.
No shit.
Yeah, so that's what I did last year whenever Ohio opened up, the betting,
Hmm.
and I'm still using the $200.
I
So
might
like
have
when
to
I
do that.
win, I just leave it in there.
Hmm.
Like until I win something huge. Like if I win like 3 grand, then I'm obviously gonna pull it.
Oh
But like
yeah,
if I'm
yeah.
winning like $50 max, I ain't gonna pull that out. There's no point.
Oh
I think the
no.
most I won was I was betting big time into basketball last year, like during like NBA, and I won I think like 120 or something one time, but I just left it in there. There was no point to pull it out. I didn't really care. I
Right.
think I still have like 40 some dollars in there, so
Well, I got
it is
10
what it
free
is.
bucks on the casino side of it and
Yeah,
shit down my leg. So
yeah.
I ended up, I think I only did like 15, 20 hands, honestly, because I was betting $1 each time,
Mhm.
and I'd
Yeah.
lose like 2 or 3, and then I'd hit for one. Then I'd be like, okay, let me throw 5 down instead of one, and I hit, and then I'd lose like 7 or 8 in a row. So and
That's how it
I
works.
had like $3 left, and I was like, let me just throw $3 on it because it was free money. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it was
Yeah.
a promotional to kind of get people to pull into the casino side, and so
Yeah.
I threw the 3 down, and sure as shit, I had 20, and the dealer had 21. What the fuck's the
Oh, of
odds of that?
course.
You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course. Yep.
So I'm like, whatever. I ain't got
My
time.
dumbass. So for the longest time, whenever I played blackjack,
Mm.
I didn't know I went up against the dealer.
Who'd you think you went up
So
against?
I always thought I was going
Everybody
up
else?
against the other people.
Oh,
So like
okay.
if I saw someone go down, like oh they had 19, I was like, damn, I got to get 20. I always thought that I was going up against the other players
Oh
and not the
my
dealer.
god. Holy shit.
Yeah. You know how I actually found out you go against the dealer?
How?
GTA.
Okay.
Going to
That
the
makes
casino
sense.
and fucking
Yeah.
playing GTA.
Yeah.
I was
That's
sitting there
funny.
one day and I think I might have been playing with you. We were sitting there in RP, sitting at the blackjack table.
We were. Because we were
And
trying to win that car.
yeah.
Because we wanted enough credits to spin that dream wheel or whatever it was.
Yeah, so I was sitting there and I'm fucking playing with you and I beat you in a hand, but you said you won and I'm like, how the fuck does he win whenever I got a better
Yeah.
hand than him? And
Yeah.
then I was like, oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot.
Playing
I'm
the
playing
dealer.
against the dealer, not
That's
even
funny. So.
Tyler.
That's funny. So.
But
I told you the
um
time I went to the casino with my grandma and mom in Indiana.
mm-mm.
So we went, and I think I took like 300 out, and I think we all had 300. I think, and they love to play slot machines. They could play them some bitches for hours, and I can't do that. That shit just is boring to me. It's boring. So I was playing poker, a poker slot game. So
Mhm.
like you would spin it and shit, and you'd had like every hand that you got, won something. So a pair only won you like a credit back, or like a flush
Right,
won you
yeah.
more. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
played that for a while, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the blackjack table, and I don't want to play against the live dealer, so I play the video poker. I play the video blackjack where it's the cards are on the screen and you could tap which ones to
Yeah.
keep and or like hit or stand, and shit like that. And so you play the virtual dealer that throws cards down. And I was losing my ass. I was down like 75, $80. And I was like, you know what? Whatever. I've been playing this for like a couple hours because you only bet like $2, $3 a hand, and so and of course the people that oversee it make you win a few hands so you stay on the table and keep putting money in. That's just how it is.
Mhm.
And so I said, you know what? Screw this shit. I'm gonna put $150 down on a hand and see what happens. And I smoked blackjack, and I won 300. So I got 300, and I think I had like 450 at that point. So I was up a buck 50. So then I started getting cocky. So I started putting $20 hands, and then I ended up losing. And so I ended
Yeah.
up I broke even. I like broke even back down to 300 what I came with, and I was like, yep. Took my money, cashed out, and I was like, I'm just gonna sit here side side against the wall while my mom and grandma still played for like
Yeah.
another half hour. But
Yeah, see, I can't go to casinos. I mean, but when I do, so like the cruises that we've been on,
mhm.
they have casinos on the boat. Like you can go into the casino and just play.
Right.
And they have those games where they have like the minor, the major, the jack, like those games, like you see
Yeah.
on TikTok
Sure.
sometimes.
Sure.
And you get to play like the mini games, and that's how you win all your money and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it's
Like
a
those.
slot machine, right? But it has like the mini games
Yeah,
with it.
it
Yeah,
has like the mini games and stuff on it, which are fucking sweet.
they are fun.
So like if you do hit the mini game is what you win all your money on.
Yeah.
And me and Woody were playing one time on the cruise, and we were both hitting like big time. We finally both got to play the fucking mini game. We were up like 150, $200 or something, and like all we did was put $10 down or $10 in the machine or something. We were up essentially $240 if we were at 250. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then I'm thinking to myself like, man, hit that fucking cash out button and go to the cashier and get the money and dip. You know, no, neither of us did it. We ended up fucking betting all the money because we wanted to play the mini game again, but we obviously didn't.
Right.
So
Right.
frustrating. I can't go to casinos. They just make me mad. I don't like losing money that way.
Yeah. It's
Even though it's like the same thing as sports
it
betting, but
is
at
this.
least I have something to, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like the casino side of it more. Like strictly poker. It's all just chance. I mean, that's just all
Oh
it
yeah,
is. I
everything's
mean,
luck.
everything's luck, but at least like in blackjack, it's on me. It's on like when I'm playing poker and I'm betting at a casino, it's on me to decide to walk away. I'm not putting my money on somebody else's head top trying to hope that they win. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or like that they
Yeah.
have a good game. Or I like the money line shit. I like going straight up money line against the teams because that anytime touchdown shit, like I don't know enough about individuals.
Yeah,
So it's just like, oh shit, like, like the Chiefs are definitely gonna beat, who'd they fucking play today? Like, see, I don't even know.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. So the Chiefs I knew were definitely gonna win. Colts surprised the fuck out of me. They look good today.
If Richardson getting hurt,
Yeah, I know. Um but
they
anyway,
said
yeah,
he's fine though.
well, that's good. But anyway, I mean that's just me. I like to it's on me. If I'm gonna lose money, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll
Yeah,
bet on pool, I'll bet on uh cornhole or something like that because it's me. It's my skill. It's my luck, but
right.
it's
Yeah,
my skill and skill set playing into that game. So
yeah. I
that's
get
what
it.
yeah. But
It's fun though. I like so. I can't remember if I said this last week. Did I tell you what I do on Sundays, like before football, like when I go in, like when I get into my betting mode, like what bets I do?
I don't know.
So I'll go in there, and if I did say this last week, my bad, but I'm gonna say it again. Um, so as soon as I wake up, you know, so like today, for example, for today, I woke up, um, fed Isla, whatever. Um, actually, Lex did. I went back to sleep for a little bit because she didn't sleep well last night, so I was miserable.
Mm,
Um, so I went back to sleep for like an hour and a half, and then Lex was like, "Well, let's make breakfast this morning." Kind of get back in the routine of, I'm like, "All right," because we usually eat breakfast on Sundays. That was kind of our thing. We'd cook, usually just eggs and bacon, but
right.
still. And I'm like, "All right, that's fine." So I was like, "Let me sleep for like another hour, hour and a half, get up," and because she leaves to go watch the games at her parents' house every week
Mm-hmm.
with the Colts games, so um, she left, I think, 11-ish, 10:45-ish, somewhere in there. Um, so as soon as we get done eating, whatever, I sit down and I'm like, all right, let me see what I'm gonna do. So I like trying to pick the games right because usually if you do, because I think that $10 we put onto that parlay was like a $900 winner.
Yeah, it was like 860 some bucks.
It was a big one, and
Mm-hmm.
like we were close. We only missed by what, 3 games?
I don't know. I don't know what the score.
It was
Well,
it was
Miami's
close.
still playing. What about the Giants?
So the Giants, ooh, they were tied whenever
Giants are
I don't think we picked the Broncos. I think we picked the Broncos to win, though, didn't we?
no. So we picked the Bills, which
Oh,
won.
they won.
We
Yeah.
picked the Chiefs, which won. We
Huh?
picked the Chargers, which lost in overtime. We picked the Packers, which lost in by 1 point, which I watched the whole fourth quarter. Fucking terrible. We picked the Lions, which lost. Picked the Colts, which won. Picked the Giants, who won. Holy shit, by 3. We picked the 49ers, who won. And we picked the Cowboys, who won. And it would have come down to the Dolphins winning if everything else went right.
So
So
how many games are right there?
it's a 10 game. It was a 10 game.
So we've picked seven of. If the Miami Dolphins win, we pick 7 of 10 right.
Yeah, so 70% accuracy, which is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. So it's
For
like
a money
it's
line.
like take out 3 games instead of doing like that. Like your guy said that you saw on TikTok. Stop going for the big ones.
Right,
Instead of doing a 10 legger, do a 5-6 legger and hit for
right.
$400 or $500 instead of 900 $1,000.
But
You
to
know.
be fair, who the fuck thought Falcons were going to beat the Packers?
Did
Did
I
you
pick the
think?
Falcons?
No, you picked the
I picked
Packers.
the Packers. That's
I
what I
picked,
thought. Yeah.
yeah,
No, see, I didn't think so because I didn't. I don't think Desmond Ritter, who's their quarterback,
right.
is the guy yet.
He
I think he's
fucking
going to be good.
he showed out the fucking last
He's
two
going to be
drives.
good.
They were
He's going to be
down.
good.
They were down 12, and he converted. They went for two fourth down conversions, fourth and inches and fourth and one, and got both of them like 10, like by like 7-8 yards.
No shit.
Crazy, yeah. They
Yeah,
did a
he's going to be
little.
good. Don't get me
He is.
wrong.
He's a yeah. He's
So
good.
like all you Cincinnati fans that think I'm talking shit on Desmond Ritter, I'm not. He's going to be good. He's got all the dudes around him now. I mean, you got Bijan in the backfield behind you. He's a fucking freak. You got Drake London outside who finally played this week. He
Yeah,
played very well. Um, you got even Cordell Patterson. He's an older guy, but you know you can split him out. He was a receiver before he was a running back. What's that other guy's name? They got Mac Hollins, I think his name is. He's pretty good too. They got the guys. And then you got Kyle Pitts. They just got to
yeah,
get a better line to where Pitts can go out and catch the ball. Because he's
exactly.
busy blocking right now.
Yeah.
but they're going to be good, But yeah, I did not expect the Packers to lose to them, especially after how good they played last week. You
Yeah, they
know,
look nice. They look nice, and
um,
they were nice for the third. I caught it. I caught it like 7, 8 minutes left in the third, and they looked good for the third quarter. And then the fourth quarter, they just shit down the lane. They hadn't had they had to punt away in the fourth quarter, and that was their first time since the first quarter of punting. So they went this whole most of the first, all the second, and all the third without punting,
and they didn't
which
have
was
Aaron
nuts.
Jones today, which is a game. He's a game changer.
Yeah. Well, AJ
He
Dillon's a
catches,
dog too, though.
yeah, but AJ Dillon doesn't catch the ball as
He
well
doesn't
out of the
though.
backfield as AJ or as Aaron Jones.
He ran the shit out of somebody though.
Oh, AJ Dillon is a fucking
He
monster.
put his head down or shoulder down and just
Don't they call
ran
him
over.
Quadzilla?
That's something I get. Yeah.
He's huge. He's
Hmm.
massive. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't expect them to. I definitely didn't expect Detroit to lose after beating Kansas City week one.
Yeah.
I like Seattle though, because I love Geno Smith.
Oh yeah.
He's
Dog.
he's a dog.
Dog.
But I have him in my family fantasy league, which I might end up starting him because I drafted Justin Fields thinking he was gonna, break them long touchdown runs off because them long touchdown runs they get you 6 points for the touchdown plus say it's an 80-yard run. That's like an extra, I think, a point or two over 50 yards or something like that.
Hmm.
So you gotta think that's 8 points for one rushing touchdown
Right.
plus the yardage he's getting. If he breaks 100 yards, that's an extra point.
Right.
So. But I might have to start Geno because Geno's a dog. But I know as soon as I start Geno Smith, Justin Fields is gonna go fucking crazy. I know it.
Oh yeah.
So it's like,
At the end of the day, it's the second game, bro.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, and then who was the other game that we?
What like the Titans and Chargers.
Oh, that was a good game though. I
It
guess
was.
I didn't watch it, but
No,
I think they went to overtime.
they did the Lions, Seahawks, and the Chargers, Titans went to overtime.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think they only won by a field goal. I think
I
the
think I think so too. Yeah, they did because
yeah
Nick Folk, I think their kicker. I think
uh
he.
yeah I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nick Folk. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah. So I'll go through after I'm done eating. I'll sit down and I'll go through the games and I'll
Hmm.
see. All right, let me see what games I like. And so, like, I learned my lesson. I don't bet for the Steelers. I don't do Steeler games. I just don't do it because every time I do, so last year I picked the first time ever I bet against the Steelers. I picked Tampa Bay to beat them, and they beat Tampa Bay. So I was like, okay, nope, never again. Never again will I bet against the Steelers. I will not bet at all for them. Period. Um, Now I'll do like a game parlay for like yardage and shit,
Oh
which I did
yeah.
last week,
Yeah.
and they shit the bed. So I think I'm just done betting Pittsburgh. I'll just go to the games and watch, and not stress about them losing me money on top of
Losing in general.
losing the game.
Yeah.
Or winning the game and then losing me money. Which winning the game would cancel out losing me money because I don't care.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, so yeah, I'll go through and I'll pick those, and I usually won't pick like the games that I think are going to be real close. So I wouldn't have picked like today. I didn't pick the Bengals and Ravens because I knew that was probably going to be a close game. I stayed away from that one. Um, I stay away from the games that I think are going to be really close, just so it doesn't come down to
Well, the
know.
Colts and fucking Texans, they were even. There wasn't a big spread against them. I think they were both at uh -108 odds apiece.
Yeah, I think so.
So it wasn't like some crazy ass spread like, Hail Mary leg on them.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
then once I do the games, I love doing anytime touchdown scores. I just think it's fun because it's like there's no like so like the odds obviously go up and
Insane.
down,
Insane.
but the odds are so much higher if you can guess. Like even if it's three dudes, like that's like today I did five guys
Yeah.
and pause, but
I didn't even catch that. I didn't
that
even
was
catch
on
that.
some
That's
that was
huge.
some jinxie shit.
Bro,
He kills me,
the
but he's
raccoon fucking
yeah.
video.
Oh my god.
Or the dog. Was it a dog or raccoon?
I can't remember, but I just thought of that the other day because Jagger sent me something
Oh
fucking off
my
the wall
god.
per usual.
Anyway.
But um,
Holy
I did
shit.
a five guy parlay. So,
Okay.
like I said, I had the 5 guys I had on there. And it's just like those 5 guys are guys that always score. It's like how do they not? Like it's just my luck. Like
It
and then
is.
next week I won't pick them,
And
and
they'll
all
go
5 of those
off.
guys will fucking score.
Yeah.
Watch,
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I won't pick those 5 guys next week, and all 5 of them will score. I guarantee you. It's just how it fucking works. That's just how my betting life goes. It's just shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll go through there and I'll usually pick, 4 or 5 guys that I think are going to score because the odds are insane.
They
Like
are.
like most guys are plus. So that just obviously your odds are a lot higher when it's plus whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like I picked Anthony Richardson today. I think he was plus like 330 to score a rushing touchdown.
It's crazy.
I could be wrong, but I think he was up on the higher end. Maybe it was 130. Maybe that's where I'm getting a 3 from. Because he's going to score a lot of rushing touchdowns this year. Freak. But I do the anytimes, and then now you can do like receptions. So like I'll go in and I'll pick, like I did today, 3 guys to have over under this amount of catches. And I mean it's only like a 50, 55 win, or 55, 50 to $55 win, but still I'm putting a free bet that I didn't put any money into the account, and I'm winning $55.
Right.
Like
Oh
if it
yeah.
hits. So it's like, how do you not? So
Yeah. Yeah. No, and that's what I might do. I might like do one next week, but do like nothing's a for sure bet. Like nothing is, but like
no, it's all luck.
it's like the high. I'm gonna do one like a small one with maybe not the best payout, but then that'll just allow me not to have to keep putting money in. You know what I'm saying? And like just kind of build it, and then if I get a big one to hit, then obviously I'm pulling that bitch all the way out.
Yeah, that's what I do with like the NBA. I'll
Yeah,
do like small little ones that I know will hit, like
dude.
like the Joker scoring 10 points.
Yeah,
10.7, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Like that's obviously gonna hit. There's a fucking triple double, walking triple double.
oh
Like,
yeah,
he's insane.
yeah.
So like, and that'll usually get me 20, $30, and I never do anything crazy. So like the bet I did for the Colorado State game, I had a free $25 bet. Like I couldn't divide it. It was just $25 and that was it. And they had that one on the main page. I was like, fuck it, let's just throw it on there. I feel good about it, whatever. And obviously it didn't hit, but
Yeah.
um, but Alexis hit one today.
I saw that tweet. What she hit? How much?
176 fucking dollars.
Can't be mad at that though.
No, I'm like,
So,
what the fuck? I mean, good for you, but
what was it?
goddamn,
What was it?
it was a pre-made Colts one.
That shit.
Yeah, so Anthony Richardson anytime touchdown, Zach Moss over 59.5. Josh Downs, who's a rookie, who's apparently Lex is very high on, um, over 39.5 receiving yards or something, and then the Colts money line, and they all hit. So she put, I think, $10 down and won $176.
Can't be mad at that.
And then she had a boosted odds. So like if you go on there, look at the top for the promos for the boosted odds. Even if you don't know anything about the game, like the teams, like so like in Ohio, they had a boosted odds because I'm in Ohio, so it was the Bengals, the Browns. Bengals are the Browns game. And like I said, I ain't fucking betting the Steelers, so I was like, fuck it, I'm betting the Bengals. Obviously I didn't hit, but it boosted my odds a good bit. Like I think it was like plus 100 or 150 more, which is a decent amount of money.
Oh yeah.
So but yeah, I fucking didn't win. And then tonight I have I put one in for the Dolphins game. Dolphins and the Patriots game. And they are playing as we speak. So I picked Tyreek Hill anytime touchdown. Tua over 279.5 yards. Mac Jones 200 plus passing yards. And Tyreek Hill over 84.5 receiving yards. So a 4-legger will win me and it was a bonus bet, so it was just a no sweat bet thing. So it was a bonus bet, so I'll win $47.50 if I win, and that'll put me at like 90, $100 in my thing. Oh, and Tyreek Hill, literally they switched it, they boosted it. I don't know if you can see this.
It's like the bad
It's,
reflection.
it's this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see it, but you see that? It's minus 10,000 Tyreek to get one catch. They boosted it to plus 100. I put $10 on it to win 20. So as soon as he catches a ball,
You
that's
win
20
20
bucks right
bucks
back in my
free.
pot. Yeah. So look for those things. You gotta pay attention for those
What is
because
that
they're
on?
pretty
Is that on
much
DraftKings?
yeah.
Okay.
After we're done, make an account, bro. Because I think if you put $5 into the account or make a $5 bet, you win $200 in credits.
That's crazy.
I mean, you can't pull them. You can't just put them in the account and then pull them.
And pull the
So you'll get
250.
like
Yeah, which is
yeah.
fine. I
So
don't care. What do
but
you
I mean,
normally bet on? Do you normally bet on
so when
like what app do you use? I mean, I know you use them all, but like which one's your main one? DraftKings?
FanDuel and DraftKings, but DraftKings right now because I have money on the account.
Mm-hmm.
But I love FanDuel. I like the way FanDuel's set up.
FanDuel setup so nice, dude. It's so smooth.
Yeah. But I mean, I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight sports betting apps.
Hmm.
Because they all gave away free credits when that opened in Ohio.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm not gonna fucking not take them, So
Right.
but
That's dope.
yeah, shit's fun. Shit's fun. It's addicting. I see what people get addicted to it. Thankfully,
Especially
I
if
can.
you win.
Yeah, thankfully I can call myself and say, hey, I don't got the extra money right now. Do not do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
still fun. It's fun as hell, and it gives me something to root for. Like game,
It
it's
makes
like Thursday
it,
night game.
Yeah, it like boosts like the experience of the
Yeah,
sporting event up.
yeah. So like Thursday night, this Thursday, I think it's San Francisco and the Giants. I think.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I don't really care to watch that. But I'm gonna watch it. So it's like, fuck it. I might as well put a parlay in there to make sure to see if I hit anything.
Right.
It gives me a reason to watch the game. So
Right.
it's fun. I enjoy it. Stresses me the fuck out sometimes, but
Yeah.
it's fun.
I love betting on the UFC events, dude. They're so fun.
Oh yeah, they're so fun.
Yeah. Some kid, 18-year-old kid, dude, broke America's record for the fastest mile time today. Ran the mile in 3 minutes and 43 seconds.
Damn.
Ran average of 55 seconds a lap, bro.
That's like
Booking it.
Dude, that's
booking it.
That's insane. Like if you run the 400, like the 400 usually the it's usually like 46 seconds.
Mm.
And that's pretty much a full sprint all the way around the track.
Yeah.
And this dude did it ran around the track 4 times in 340.
343.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
And it doesn't look like they're running that fast, bro. Like
no,
it
just
doesn't.
Looks
like they're just trotting, like just having a good time.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. I just saw that today before I came downstairs, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I ran track in 8th grade, and I'm a country like I like running the distance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like sprinting. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
So I like doing this distance, and there was one event like we had at Creeks High School. We ran the 800, and I was in like I've never ran track before, so like Frankie Kamarick and like Matt Ferd, all them guys were like in the top.
Oh yeah. Well, Frankie's tall and lanky, so he is the perfect runner.
Frankie and Matt were really good at distance, but Frankie was fucking ridiculous, like insane at running distance. Like he did cross country and all that stuff, and like was really good at it. I'm pretty sure he might have ran it in college too.
Well, then Alex Young went and did it and smashed records.
Don't get me started on AY, dude. That was fucking ridiculous. He played a whole baseball season and went to states and finished 6th in the 400.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out AY. He's fucking.
That is nuts.
He's the most athletic dude I think I've ever, played with. It's crazy. He's so fucking. It's nuts, and you don't expect it from him either.
No.
You just see him and you're like, that dude ain't athletic. And then he fucking goes up and dunks on you mid basketball game, and I'm like, they're just like, oh, okay.
Okay.
But so we were running at Creeks High School, and I ended up finishing like the third or fourth best 800 time out of the whole meet.
That's
And
crazy.
like, I just one day I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna take off, and I just paced myself perfectly, and I think I finished it 2 minutes 36 seconds. So put that in perspective. I ran 2 laps around the track in 2 minutes 36 seconds, and that dude ran four in
And
3 minutes and 43
and
seconds.
less than a minute later or longer.
Yes, yeah.
What's
So
the
he would
time?
have
What's the time
he would
today?
have lapped me.
What's
He
the
would have
date?
lapped me. Oh, if I ran about 800 today, I still think I could get it under 4.5.
An 800?
Two laps around the
Yeah, yeah,
track. I
yeah.
think
And
I
under
could get
four
it
and a
under
half.
4.5. Yeah.
What am I? So I'm running average pace right now for me, which I'm excited to run again tomorrow. So the tattoo finally healed, and I'm finally able to run again. But anyway, I run 2 miles right now in about 18 minutes and some change. The fastest I ever did it was 17 and some change. I think like 17:40 something. But I don't know, man. I'm curious. If I knew that's all I had to run and I could just sprint like that, I could smoke it out in under 4 minutes, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not bad. But listen, running on a track and running a trail are so different.
I love trail running though, dude.
Trail running is so much better than track running.
Yeah.
So let me tell you this. So like when I was taking all those tests for the police departments and stuff like that, I've probably told you this before, but um, so I took them for Moundsville, Wheeling, and Weirton. Those are the three that I took tests for,
Mm-hmm.
and I passed all the physical parts. Obviously,
Right.
I'm a terrible fucking test taker, and I missed the test by like the most I missed was by six points. And then I think the other one was like 3 or 4, and then I think the last one I took was like I missed it by like 1 point. You had to get a 70%, and I got a 69.
Hmm.
It's a 100 question fucking test.
Trust me, I've been there. I've taken
Yeah,
them
I know
multiple
you've
times.
taken them. Yeah. So, um, so for Moundsville and Wheeling, you ran on a trail, but at
That's tight.
Weirton, you ran at the high school on the track.
That's tough.
And you got to think, you're running so a mile and a half. That's 6 laps around the track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you're running in fucking ovals essentially, and it's like it's miserable.
So boring. So
And you
boring.
you just know, like when you hit the thing, it's like, oh, there's 1 lap,
Yeah.
2 lap,
Yeah.
But when you're running a trail, especially when
Point
I
to
ran
point.
it,
Yeah.
yeah. So when I ran the one in Moundsville, I had no idea where I was going. They just told me follow the trail, and then when you get back to me, you're done. I'm like, okay. So I took off and I followed it. I did the mile and a half for Moundsville in like 9.5 minutes.
Jesus criminy.
Yeah, but I mean, I was 180 pounds, active, in shape. I'm not
That's
where I'm
crazy
at
though.
now,
That's
obviously.
crazy though.
Yeah, and if maybe feel really good because like the captain, top guy, I forget what his position was.
Was it a city department?
Moundsville.
I mean, you got your chief, assistant chief, then you
That's
got
the chief. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He told me, he was like, all right, if you need to catch your breath, just put your hands on your head and breathe. But you running a mile and a half like that, I'm sure you know that. So like it made me feel good that like
Yeah.
I killed it that bad that so that was pretty dope. But
Yeah. When I was in Opato's Academy through Gateway, we would go down to Central's track and run behind the Carriage Inn, and we'd run there, and it was just miserable. I hated it.
it sucks.
And then we would run the cross country trail that's in the woods beside the track, and I just smoked it. Like it just was night and day. Like knowing what I run now, I can run the whole time without stopping. There's some days like I'll catch a cramp, I'll catch a bad cramp, and I'm like, shit, let me stop. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and I'm like, whatever, I'll walk for a minute, catch my breath real quick, and then finish. But just the thought of going to Petersburg's track and running 6 laps around that track, knowing that I can run a mile and a half, no problem, without stopping,
Right.
in a hell of a lot better shape now than I was a year and a half ago trying to do all this.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's a stigma, dude. It's like a mental block, and I'm like, there's no way that I can run a mile and a half in under 14 minutes and 58 seconds, knowing that I can easily do that because I run 2 miles, which is a whole half a mile longer in like 2 minutes longer. So I
Yeah.
know that I'm like would smoke the time, but I'm just like
Yeah.
screw that shit. So I don't. I've like tried to talk myself up. I'm like one of these days I'm just gonna pop through and try to do it and just go over to the track and see what I do. Just for personal, you know what I mean? Just to see
Yeah.
how
It'd
much
be
I
cool to
can
see just what you've
increase.
done. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just can't run tracks, man. It's miserable.
I know.
Wheelings was pretty cool too when I read theirs. It
What
was
was theirs
like
like?
it was the trail as well.
Oh,
So
okay,
like I mean, it wasn't as much of a trail as like Moundsville's was, because Moundsville was literally at their like park, and
okay,
you fucking ran it all the way around. But
yeah,
um, Wheelings, you went pretty much point to point. So like you hit the end of this trail and you like went around this barrier and came back.
okay,
So it kind of felt like a track because you were like, you had to go to this one spot and then turn back around and come back. So
right,
it's like you ran where you already came from, if that makes sense.
right.
But
No, that makes sense. Yeah,
I didn't do too good on that one. I mean, I didn't do as good. I never did as good as I did in Moundsville, but I mean, obviously passed all three of them. But
right.
I've always liked running though. It's just always been.
I always hated it, man. I always hated it. Even at like 170 trying to run, I hated it. And that's what I weighed when I was in the Opados Academy. And then there's this. I might go run it this week a couple times just to see. It's on gravel though, so that's it.
Ugh,
I'm gonna probably be slower, which is fine. I don't care. It's
yeah,
not even the time thing that bothers me. It's just the breathing control, and that's something I've really worked on and honed in and to increase my running times and stuff. And it's cool because it's a park that's on the outskirts of town, and it's three different routes. So like if you run the longest one, because like you start at this, there's a starting line there, and you start and you can run the oval so many times and get the mile that way. You can run the oval with a little extended part and get it, or you could run the extended part and then go all the way around the whole park, and that'll equal whatever it equals. I don't know what the distance is. I have to
right,
look at
yeah,
the sign, but it shows you. So I'm curious to maybe try that this week and just do
yeah.
something different like that.
Actually, when I did the Moundsville test, I was running like when I was like trying to get myself in shape to do it.
Hmm.
I was running on gravel. I was getting so down on myself because I didn't realize how much of a difference it is running on gravel than
Crazy,
pavement.
crazy.
And I was running the mile and a half in like probably 16 and a half, and I was getting so pissed at myself. I'm like, why am I running so bad? Like I know I can do it,
Yeah.
you know. And then the day came where I had to go take the test, and I ran it at 9.5, and I'm like,
Holy
I must,
shit.
I must, I was like, damn, I dropped that fucking time by 7 minutes,
Yeah,
you know.
and the adrenaline too.
Oh yeah, the adrenaline was pumping.
Adrenaline running. Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's crazy. I my favorite thing to do was so I took um two different physical agility tests in Muncie and in Muncie for the city of Muncie and for Ball State's campus police. And their test was the same kind of. You had to do push-ups, sit-ups, you had to do jumping jacks, you had to do a vertical. You had to do a vertical. You had to hit like a certain number on your vertical, and you had to do what would be what's one lap around? Is that 400?
yeah,
Okay, so you had to do a 470 some seconds, which is not hard. You know what I'm
no,
saying? So, but I would never, ever. I finished close to last every time on the mile and a half, but I finished first in both uh, 400s because
yeah,
I can sprint knowing that I just only got to do that. But what they get you is they make you do that right before your mile and a half. So you do your
oh
400 sprinting that shit because you don't know what 70 seconds is when you're running. You know, common sense would say you're gonna sprint around the track in less than 70 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
It's common sense. But yeah, then they would smoke you and make you get like a 10-minute break, and then you have to go run a mile and a half, and it just oh
yeah,
my god, miserable, miserable.
yeah, yeah. Running's always been a thing that I've liked to do. Um, like that's kind of like so softball, for instance.
Yeah,
Like we played again today, and we lost, but at the point. Um, that's why I like playing softball so much because I enjoy doing it. I like to think I'm decent at it. And then I like playing the outfield because I get to run.
Yeah,
I fucking love running around the outfield. And I like throwing people out. Like that's like my favorite. I did it twice today. I threw two
that's
people
cool.
out on bases from the outfield, and I fucking now the second one, I think he was safe. And what he told me, I think he was safe, but
Whatever.
he said out, so I don't care. He's out.
Yeah,
Um, but I love it. It's like it's nice. But
that's why I like playing pickup basketball.
yeah, I haven't
Uh,
played basketball in a minute. I haven't shot a basketball in a minute,
it's
and I want to so
atrocious.
bad.
It's
Me me
atrocious.
and me and Dickie always talk about going to play, and because he's back home now, so it's like we have the opportunity to go play. It's just we just never do. We get,
Yeah.
and we're both so goddamn busy. It's ridiculous. So
Right. Right.
it's hard. But yeah, I think next week is last week of softball for the year. Um, we didn't play as well as we should have. We
Right.
should have won a lot more games, but we struggled a lot. A lot of errors for the most part. There was a lot of games where we didn't have enough, so we had to take outs. That ordeal. Um, but like today, like I haven't played in 2-3 weeks
Mm.
because of Isla being born. So I was like, and I wasn't gonna play today. Like I pretty much said that I was done for the year um because of the baby being born.
Right. Right.
But Lex obviously went down to her parents to watch the game, so I was like, well, fuck it, I want to go play. So I ended up going down there and playing. And the first ball that I hit, we played on the bottom field on three.
Okay.
And you know how you play, and left field is the other infield,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
down the line. I put it like almost. I think I almost damn near hit the fucking dugout on a fly. Like that's how fucking hard I hit it. It felt so good off the bat, but it was foul.
That's crazy.
So I was pissed. And then I ended up hitting a double in the next swing. And then my last two at bats, I fouled out one time because the guy threw me a perfect pitch and I just watched it fucking land. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. Like that's my perfect pitch that I love to hit, and I didn't swing at it. And then the second time he threw me one like high and in, so I kind of like tried to chop at it to swing at it, and I
Yeah.
fucking fouled out. And I'm like, you fucking. And then the third time, I put a charge into it, but it went right to the outfielder, and they knew at that point to back up. So,
Yeah. For real.
but and I
That's
looked at
cool.
DJ and I was like, dude, if you're playing on the top field, I have 3 home runs.
That's crazy.
But
That's
that's
nuts.
how far. I mean, they felt so good off the bat, and it's like it hit the very sweet spot to where you hit it and you don't feel any ding in your hands. You just feel the ball.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's such a good feeling. But yeah, next week I think is the last week for this year, and then
See
we'll
what.
see what happens next year, I guess.
Right. Right. Yeah. Find out, man.
Yep.
I don't know about you, but
Deeper.
hopefully, want to do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it up. How we're gonna do this to do it random. We're gonna do. You're just gonna tell me to stop. I'm not gonna look at the cards. You just tell me to stop, and that's where we're gonna go from. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, brother. On you.
Stop.
All right. Are you scared or excited about getting older?
Both.
Yeah.
Can you say both?
I don't give a fuck.
All right. Well, both. Obviously, for you know, getting older.
Yeah.
I'm scared shitless to die. I don't want to die. Like I don't. You know. And we've had that conversation about like where we think our body goes and stuff like that.
Dope
Which
convo though. I want to touch
that
back in on
was
that.
that was
Maybe keep that in the pocket for next DP.
that was a good conversation because I thought of some shit that episode when we were talking about that like really made my brain go. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so like I said, I'll say both. Um, Getting older because obviously Isla's gonna grow. I want to watch her grow. I want to live her childhood with her. Like thankfully, we were in the spot like for you and Jameson as well, and obviously Aaron and Lex. But we were young enough to where we had kids early enough to where when they get to the age of little league and
Mm-hmm.
high school, we're not going to be too old to where we can't fucking
Right.
move. We'll be able
Right.
to like if Jameson wants to play baseball, you can go out there and pitch to him. You can go and like teach him how to do shit. And like same with me with Isla playing softball if she wants to play softball and stuff. So but I don't want to get older. I mean, I want to
Yeah.
stay young because my body feels a lot better when I'm younger. My body's not going to hurt as much. I mean, my body fucking kills me every day, but you know, and I don't know. I just, I don't know. I want to stay young, I guess.
Yeah. Forever young.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with you. I mean, I'm gonna say both. There's aspects of life that I'm scared to get older. You know what I'm saying? Like, just health scares and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like genetic shit. I'm like scared to face when I'm a little bit older. Um, but I'm excited to get older because that just means that Jameson will get older and get to watch him, like you said, and go through his childhood and maybe have different experiences when I'm older that maybe being older will allow me to have and maybe allow me to explore that avenue. So, but yeah, I am scared to get old because I don't want to get old. I don't want to see what my body will do to me when I'm older, but
I don't either.
nonetheless, I mean,
And I
it's all
just
a
don't
part
want
of
to
the
die.
journey. Yeah, I don't want to die either, but
Scares the shit out of me. Like the
um,
thought of it. Like some people say like they're not scared to die,
I
and I'm
think I
like,
think you know what I think. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you. Go ahead.
I mean, that's just. Go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
I'm just gonna say I think people in the aspect of like us now, we're only 27 and 28. Are you 27 or 28? You're 28 because you're older than me. You're a few
Yeah.
months older than me. Yeah. So anyway, we're both 28 because I'm about to be 28 in a couple
Yeah.
weeks. But
Yeah.
we're young. You know what I'm saying? We're young. We're not looking at the end goal like that yet. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Right.
we are scared to die. We don't want our life to be cut short. We don't want to miss out on a bunch of shit because we died young, or we don't want to look at that aspect of life. But I think those older people that say they're not scared to die, or those middle-aged people that aren't scared to die, I think the older you get, the more at peace with it you become.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll be the same thing with me, but right now it scares me to shit. I just.
Sure.
I've said this before a million times. I have this fear that I'm going to be buried alive.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it just. I know it'll never happen.
Yeah.
Like I know they're going to know that I'm 100% dead. If I do pass. But it's just that thought. Like imagine fucking not being fully dead, and then they bury you and you're underground,
You
like
can't get
banging
out.
in your coffin, and you can't get out.
That's
That
crazy.
scares the shit out of me, dude.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It scares the fuck out of me.
It is nuts. It is nuts. All right. You tell me when to stop again, all right?
All right, stop.
I think we already answered that one. That's weird. I thought I took them out. Do it again. I think I remember doing that one actually.
Stop.
All right. You don't have to go into specifics, but have you ever been stabbed in the back? By whom and when? So if you want to skip out on the by whom, then you're more than welcome to do that. I have. Obviously, you know my story recently um, of that person and what they did. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I think so.
I can fill you in the specifics on camera. Um, but yes, I have to answer that part of the question. I won't say that person's name because I think that's petty. And when I would say it was what, a couple years ago, after
I
the
think
fact,
so.
after yeah, because this was going on before Jameson was born. So
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Okay. Um, I definitely think I have. I mean, I can't think of anything right now in my head, but
yeah,
for a good amount of time there, I I, I wasn't having a good time. Put
yeah,
it that way. I
yep,
mean, you know that.
yep.
You know pretty much my whole life and what I've gone through in my life. So not many people do. You know. So, but yeah, I'll say yeah. Don't remember. I can't put specifics right now. Like if I had to really think, it's been a lot. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
So
I
we'll
got you.
just leave it at that.
Leave it at that. On to the next one. Last one.
On to the next. On to the next. Stop.
Simple one. What type of humor do you enjoy?
Mhm.
I probably don't enjoy. I probably enjoy not very appropriate humor.
No, I don't. I
I
like
like.
raunchy shit.
Yeah.
I like dark humor,
Yep.
even though it's fucked up,
Yep.
but it's still, you know, I don't know. I feel like I, when it comes to humor, I feel like you have to have some sort of humor to make a shitty situation better.
Uh-huh.
Like just any situation that's going on in life. Like I just feel like you have to have humor to laugh and get through it
Uh-huh.
because laughing is like the best thing for like calming yourself down and you
Right.
know.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm gonna say probably raunchy humor, dark humor. I think just like
I'm the same way. Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's
Joey
pretty much
Diaz. Joey Diaz in that aspect
yeah,
is
yeah.
fucking hilarious. Love that dude. Um, yeah, I like doing that game. I like that you don't have to think of the questions and stuff. So we'll definitely continue that for a while.
Oh yeah, have to.
Yeah. Um, let's rock on to our this or that segment. Um, got some good ones. I don't know. Some sports related ones. Some food ones, of course. Got to have food ones.
Love food.
Gotta have food. We're gonna kick this one off with a strong one. Wide receiver versus running back. Do it in the aspect of the parts they play on the team.
Okay, I was gonna say in what aspect, but you just answered that for me.
Yep.
Um, I think now wide receiver
Mm-hmm.
because it's just been proven in the past couple years. You know, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of running backs in the league that I'm talking NFL because that's really all I watch.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah. That's fine.
anytime I talk about football, it's pretty much NFL unless I specify that I'm talking high school, college, whatever. Um, so like running back as of late, you can find a guy that goes undrafted in the fourth, fifth, sixth round. It's very rare you can find a really good running back in the early rounds of the draft right now. Like like Zeke Elliott, he was a dog when he came out of high school or college. Like he went, I think, fourth overall to Dallas, and he was nasty for the first, 6, 7 years of his career, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but now he's not really. He's a backup in New England.
Crazy.
Um, like Le'Veon Bell, he was a second round pick.
Yeah.
We got him in a second round pick, and he was a fucking dog, and he ruined his career, and he finally admitted it when he held out that year in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
But receivers, man, you can find a good receiver like late in the draft. Antonio Brown, for instance, he picked him in the sixth fucking round.
Out
You
of
know,
what, Central Michigan, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like he's fucking that's one of them guys. But like Jay Jettas, nasty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, Garrett Wilson, nasty. Chris Olave, nasty. Next year when Marvin Harrison Jr. goes to the draft, he's going to be a top four, probably top five pick. I would assume.
I guarantee it.
He's nasty. You know, um, even George Pickens, we got him in the fucking second round, and he was a first round talent. He just had a bum knee when he left college. So it's just so receiver now. A couple years ago, I'd say running back.
How many games?
Oh shit, I forgot. Um, I'll go 7. Receiver and 7.
I think it's a 7 game debate. I'm gonna take wide receiver in 7 as well, pretty much for the reasons that you stated.
Yeah.
Um, number 2, snowboarding versus skiing. I know
Never
you
done
don't.
either,
Never done either. Okay.
but um, I think they're both dope. Honestly, I do. I think if I could do one, it'd probably be snowboarding, but I would do both if I ever had the chance to.
Mm-hmm.
But do I want to put my fucking big ass on a snowboard or skis? Probably not.
That's funny.
So thinking about it, like if I were like, oh, let me go do this, I'd probably do both if I could. So I'll go snowboarding in 6.
Okay. Um, I'm going to take skiing in 4. Clean sweep for me. I snowboarded as a kid. It was dope. It was fun. I tried getting on a snowboard several years ago. Ended up almost breaking my wrist and my nose. So been a thumbs
Fuck
down on
snowboarding.
thumbs down on a snowboarding. So I'm gonna rock
Yeah.
skiing. I just enjoy it. It's easier. It really is. It's a lot easier to control yourself and um, pick it up. I think a lot faster than snowboarding is. But
Right.
skiing at 4 on that aspect. Number 3 going on the scary movie characters. We got Freddy, iconic character, and Jason. Obviously made a movie about these two, Freddy vs. Jason. But yeah,
You go first because I don't watch scary movies.
You don't watch scary movies. I'm just gonna go
No.
on it as the. I'm gonna take Jason in 5. I like Freddy, but I think Jason is the more gruesome killer between the two. I think I found the Nightmare on Elm Streets to be a little bit corny in my opinion. Jason's movies kind of the same thing. Like if we're putting both of them up against Michael Myers clean sweeps every time.
Oh yeah.
But Jason in 5.
All right, I'll agree with you.
All right, sounds good.
I just don't.
No, you're good.
You know how I feel about Halloween.
I
I'm
know.
not crazy scary shit. I just don't. It's not my thing.
I got you.
But I have an idea of every character, but I just don't know like
No, I
what the
feel you.
movies are about. Except for Michael Myers, I know what Michael Myers is about.
I got you. Um, Probably gonna be one of your favorites out of today's category or this segment. Sports / online betting versus casino betting or gambling, however you want to call it.
Sports online betting, probably in 4. Not crazy about casino. We've just had this conversation,
That's
but
I know it's funny. That's
yeah,
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 taking it to 4. I'm gonna take.
yeah.
I'm gonna take. It's a tough one for me. I'm gonna take 6 games. I'm gonna probably go with the sports online betting, just because they have the casino games on the FanDuel app. So
Yeah, yeah.
um,
That considers, yeah, it's considered online.
yeah, um, probably gonna be my matchup of the day. We'll see how you feel about it. Guitar acoustic music or piano acoustic music.
Oh, those are
Uh,
2 bangers.
2 bangers.
Oh
Two
man.
bangers. I'm gonna take guitar in 7. I'm gonna take guitar in 7. I like the rustic feel that a guitar adds to a song. I like. I just like the way a guitar sounds. I mean, fuck, you got to be talented to do both. Obviously, I'm trying my hand at guitar. I haven't done it in several years. I haven't picked up a guitar and tried to play it in several years. Yeah, I know. Same. Mine's in my storage room behind me. So,
Yeah,
um, but I would love to try to play a piano too. I mean, I think they're both.
dude.
I think they're both beautifully sounding uh,
Yeah,
instruments. So,
yeah. I'm going piano in 7.
yeah.
I love the way the piano sounds, like the keys.
Oh
Just
yeah.
like every time I think of the piano, like I think of Kanye West Runway,
Oh my God. Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then after he gets that for the little amount of time, he goes into like
Yeah.
and it's like, dude, when I see people playing it on TikTok, like when they go to like airport, they fucking play that shit,
Yes.
dude, it sounds so fucking good, and I'm like, oh my god, man.
Yeah.
But I keep trying to convince Alexis to let me buy a keyboard.
Aaron wants
I want
one
to
too.
buy, I want to buy
Yeah.
a stand-up keyboard and like sit at my desk and just learn how to play it. But I
Keyboard.
just never, I just never. There was, I think I was at Big Lots
Big
with you
loss.
guys.
Yeah.
They had that keyboard on fucking sale, and I told myself to buy it, and I didn't do it. And I kind of regret it, but at the same time, I was like, I don't have the time to do it, so there's no point. But if I had the time to sit down and play one or the other, I would pick keyboard by
I think
very little amount.
I want to say, and I don't know, I really don't, but I want to say that I feel like piano would be a little bit easier to learn just because we play key and mouse on video games and
Hmm.
shit. So we're already like, you know what I mean, semi doing
Yeah,
that. It's just being able to read the music and shit like that. I
yeah.
think
I
at
can't
that
read
point.
music to save my life.
But I did
So
not realize how fucking hard you have to press on the guitar strings when you play guitar,
yeah,
and the
dude. I
calluses at the end of your finger. That like,
hmm
holy shit.
dude. I fucking when I started trying to play that thing, I bought that fucking guitar. It's an acoustic guitar. It's a little fucking thing. I bought it off AliExpress. Remember
Yeah, yeah,
AliExpress?
yeah, yeah,
It was like DH Gate before DH Gate,
yeah.
and that's where I bought it. I bought it for like fucking $30, and it just sits in my basement. It just sits right there. That's where it sits. And I remember I was sitting in the basement one time. I told myself, I was like, fuck it. I'm bored. Let me try to learn how to fucking play this. So I lit on YouTube and I started trying to play these fucking original strings and stuff like that. And my fingers hurt like all the time. Like you see me doing this shit all the time, like
Yeah,
constantly. Like my hands and just my fingers hurt. So it's like I have to like consistently, move my
right.
hands. I'm probably gonna have fucking arthritis. My hands are gonna be stuck like this at one point in my life.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't keep strumming the guitar because my fucking hands hurt so goddamn bad.
Yeah.
Like that's what like when we play video games. Like when I first like if we went and started playing like you were playing Warzone the other night. If I went into a Warzone game right now, my hands would be on fire. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
they just hurt. So you know, but if I had to choose, definitely keyboard in 7, but it's close.
Yeah. It is. It's a close one. It's a tough one. Um, Number 6, going with our love of food, of course. We're gonna rock tacos versus quesadillas. Kind of the same thing. Have differences in their respective selves, but God, I'm a slut for tacos, man. I love
I am too.
tacos. I
I
love
was just
tacos.
thinking
I
that.
can crack down some tacos. To me, I'm gonna take tacos in 5. Got to give quesadillas. You got to respect quesadillas. You got to put
I'll
a game
I'll
for them.
I'll, I'll go tacos in 6. I
Okay.
do love me a good quesadilla. When I especially from Taco Bell. Frank's Bar has really good
They do.
quesadillas. I used to get them out there, and I used to fucking and then just dip that shit in that fucking sour cream and just
Hell
love
yeah.
that shit.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with 6.
All right. Last one. We got another food related choice. Subway versus Firehouse. And Firehouse in 4. It's clean sweep.
Never had Firehouse. I don't think
Firehouse is amazing, bro. It's so good.
I
They
had
have a
Subway the
Philly
other day.
cheesesteak. Oh my god, so good.
Speaking of Philly cheesesteaks, my dad is cooking that tomorrow at the tailgate for the game,
Hell yeah,
and I'm really excited about it.
love that for you.
And my stepmom Melissa just texted me. Um, she she made me a Texas sheet cake.
Tear it up, laugh
Oh my
on camera.
god! I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's
I'm so
funny.
excited.
What are you taking? Well, you said you never had Firehouse, so I guess you're gonna have to
Yeah,
take
I gotta go
Subway.
Subway then, and probably 4 because I've never had it.
Okay, well,
But
try it. I think it's in Robinson. Actually,
Firehouse.
I know it's in Robinson. Actually,
Oh, I'm thinking of fucking Charlie's.
Charlie's is trash. I do not like Charlie's.
I liked one sandwich from there, and that was it.
From Firehouse or
Speaking
Charlie's?
Charlie's, I've never had Firehouse. Have you tried the new Chick-fil-A sandwich?
No. Good. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I hear.
Eh. Me and Lex went up to Costco the other day
Mhm.
to get baby formula because we had a gift card, and we were like, "Well, I want to try the sandwich, so let's fucking stop and try it." It was good, but it just doesn't top dipping that sandwich
The
in that
original,
Chick-fil-A
bro.
sauce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just can't.
I
It
like
was
their
good.
spicy ones though. Their spicy ones are good.
I'm not
Like,
crazy about spicy,
no,
but
I love spicy. Respect it.
respect,
Respect.
respect.
Brother, as always, want to pop out the analytics for us?
Yeah, I do. I already got them up, but yeah,
Yes.
I'll pull them up.
NMFR.
All right, so with the NFL being back, we decided to go all NFL topics.
Mhm.
Um, favorite NFL players,
Mhm.
NFL coaches, NFL moments, which I thought moments was going to have a run for
I really did too. I really
because
did.
those are some good moments. But
Hmm.
so I remember when that episode, whenever you were on vacation, we did sporting moments.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I think that might have swayed some people from that.
Yeah. I guess I didn't even think about that when I did it, just
Yeah,
because I didn't participate in that.
yeah, but it is. C. Billy was on that episode, I remember.
Mhm.
And then NFL stadiums, which
I
what
thought it would
number
have been
one
cool.
is. You know what number one is?
Oh,
Fucking old Acrisure up there.
Heinz.
Go down to Acrisure. But NFL players won. There's a total of 29 votes.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody that voted. They won at 51% with 15 votes.
Crazy.
So NFL players, which I'll,
I'm
I'll
fine
tell
with that.
everybody.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
me too. I like doing. This is like my shit. I love this shit. Um, so in advance, I got a lot of Steelers,
Same.
obviously.
Same.
Um, and there's a lot of people that I would want to put in like my honorable mention stuff, but I'm not gonna fucking list 20 different people.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that. So I have my 5, and then I have 5 honorable mentions.
I'm 5
And
and
the honorable
4.
mentions,
So
when we get there, I'm just gonna read them down. No honorable, like no specific order,
I got you.
except for probably the first guy. But Go ahead. You can go. You can go first.
All right, dude. I'm gonna kick us off. All right.
All right.
Met the dude. Hell of a dude. Hell of a dude. Um, had a great career. LaShawn McCoy, shady.
Hell yeah. He's a
Dope ass
dog. He
dude.
was so fucking good in Philly.
I got. Hold on.
Sick.
Kind of contradicts all the shit behind me, but
Yeah.
hey, went to media day. My wife's being a clown back there, so I'm gonna let her not come down here no more. Anyway, I met a bunch of dope dudes out there at that signing. I think I was in high school at the time, but Shady was a cool ass dude, like down to earth kid, man. Like just really cared about the fans and just I like him. I think he's a
Yeah.
cool ass running back. So take him.
Yeah. I agree. He's nasty in Philly, bro. He was so
Philly, yeah.
so fucking good.
Yep.
So nasty. My number 5, dude was a fucking freight train of a safety. Dog.
I think RC.
He was gonna be my honorable mentions, but I
Okay.
ended up not putting him in there.
I
But
think I got the other one.
this guy, and he's not a Steeler.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Okay. Sean Taylor.
Oh,
Rest in
dog.
peace to that man. He
Shout-
was a
yeah,
fucking
RIP.
dog.
RIP.
You know, he was dude, if he would have got to finish his career, you know,
Legendary.
he'd have been Hall of Famer first ballot, no doubt in my mind. I mean, I remember when he fucking destroyed the punter in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
He killed him. But yeah, Sean Taylor, you know, rest in peace to that man. He's a fucking dog.
Exactly. I agree. Lex is going to love this answer. Sitting at the number 4 spot. Hall of Famer. All-time Colt player. Hell of a wide receiver.
Ooh. Oh, I know who it is. Okay.
I didn't even think about him. Okay. You know who it is? You want to shout it out?
I'm gonna take a guess of Marvin Harrison.
You are correct. Marvin Harrison.
Alexis
Dude,
loves Marvin Harrison.
Dude was fucking electric. Who was the other
Reggie
one
Wayne.
with him? Reggie Wayne. I was gonna say, I thought it was Wayne, but dude, they were so fucking exciting, bro.
Oh my
to watch,
God, bro.
To watch.
See, this is one of the reasons why I'm not mad. Because
You cut
I
out.
grew up. Oh, I said this is one of the reasons why I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Because I grew up watching the same era she.
Yeah.
I watched Peyton Manning, Edgerrin James, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne,
Edgerrin James. I forgot about him. Holy
dude,
shit.
all these dudes like Mathis, Robert Mathis.
Robert. Yeah.
Who was the other guy on the other side? Dwight Freeney. You know, all these fucking dogs, dude. And then,
Yeah.
who was the tight end? He's sitting right in my head right now.
For the Colts.
Yeah. Alexis is gonna be pissed when she listens to this.
Yeah.
Dallas Clark.
Okay. Yep.
Who wore 44. Peyton Manning loved him.
Oh yeah.
But dude, those guys were so fun to watch, and they were so good.
Mhm.
You know, she's gonna be pissed, and if Danny watches this for some reason, Joyce watches this. Actually, before I continue, did you see the comment that was left on our post, our YouTube channel, our YouTube from last episode? Fucking Colton.
Yeah.
Alexis's nephew, or a nephew. He was in the wedding with us.
The young gun.
Yeah.
What he said.
He fucking commented, D-Money, how about them Steelers? With laughing faces. I'm like, this little shit. So if he does see this,
You little
I'm
shit.
gonna hope he remembers this.
That's funny.
I remember when we beat this fucking Colts to go to the Super Bowl,
Yep.
and Big Ben tackled the motherfucker by his shoestrings.
Shoestrings, exactly.
He probably wasn't even alive for that, but guess what, Colton? That sucks.
It's funny, so.
But no, those guys are always so fun to watch, and I liked playing them because they were so good.
Mhm.
You know. But yeah, shout out to them. I'm just glad she don't like the fucking AFC North, the Patriots, or the fucking Cowboys.
Right. That's funny. Who you got next, brother? Number 4 for you.
Number 4, Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Dude was just so fucking good. He went on that 6-7 year span of just being a fucking menace.
Nightmare.
He was so good on the field, and he was little, dude. He's what, 5'10"? Like the amount of games that I watched him just torch fucking defenses. Like
Yeah.
I went to I think it was Tennessee Thursday night game. I went with Gunner. Caught 3 touchdowns. He caught that one on his helmet in the corner of the end zone.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Dude,
Yeah,
he was
insane,
insane, dude. He
insane.
was so good.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, I wish so bad he would have never went. That cut out again.
God, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Okay, I thought so because my thing stopped lighting up. But I said I wish so bad he would have never went cuckoo because he would have been first ballot Hall of Fame. He might still be first ballot. You know, he might sneak in there. I don't know. I mean, he's kind of got the reputation of like how T.O. finished his career and stuff like that. You know, he was a fucking dog too. You're
Okay,
welcome
so
for
so
bringing that one up.
listen. I got to get these off before I forget. Okay,
Okay, go ahead.
I've got 4 players that are on my mind right now, the front part of my mind here, and I don't want to let them go because they're not on my honorable mentions because I didn't think of them at the time. Okay, To. Now that you said that, I'm afraid to say it because I don't want them to be on yours. Ocho Cinco. Okay, which I didn't think you'd have him on there. Um, oh my god, I fucking lost them. Oh, Brian Urlacher, dog.
Yes.
And then the last one I have, I forgot. So maybe you'll say it, or maybe it'll
Maybe.
come back to me.
Maybe.
Oh no, I know who it is. I'm gonna save it at the end just because I think you might have him. So
Okay.
number 3 for me, taking a bronze medal. Loved watching this dude, especially in the powder blues of San Diego. LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, bro, dude, such a cheat code in the Madden games.
He was nasty.
Just a dog, bro. Just a dog. Just
nasty.
a dog. So that'd be my number 3, bronze medal.
You want to hear a fucking cheat code in Madden?
Don't
My
say
number
it.
3 is
Don't.
fucking Michael Vick.
Okay, well that's my. Okay, so I'm gonna take him out of my honorable mentions and put another guy in there then. So
Okay,
that's fantastic.
Right. But yeah, my number 3 is Mike Vick. I loved him growing up. He was so fun to watch. He was fucking nasty, bro. You know, the whole him going to jail thing sucked. You know,
Yeah,
and
it did.
everyone was pissed at him. You know, but he did his time. Whatever. That's how I feel about that kind of stuff.
Right. Right.
But he was a fucking cheat code Madden. Madden 04 when he was on the cover.
I got to watch him play when they played Carolina in the preseason a couple years ago, and Mike Vick was playing, and it was his first comeback after getting out of jail, and the Steelers picked him up, and there was a bunch of fucking protesters right outside the gates of the stadium.
They were so mad when they picked him up.
Yeah. Fucking Mike Vick, though, dude, so athletic, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I actually just watched the throwback game the other day. About 15, 20-minute highlight of him just dogging people, just like scrambling. It was all scrambling, and it's unfair.
He was insane. So let me tell you. So if you ever want to, he is the dude. I've never seen a dude throw the ball so.
Dude, he threw the ball like 70, 80 yards, bro.
On a fucking
fly. Yes.
Look up fucking.
He did that in the game.
The first play of the game.
Yeah.
Was when they had the touchback and they went to the 20. He fucking faked the handoff, stepped back and launched that fucking bitch to Deshaun Jackson for an 80-yard touchdown.
I know.
And he led him. And you know how fast Deshaun Jackson was?
Fast.
Fast
as
he fucking just boom. I was like, goddamn.
Yeah. Crazy.
Fucking crazy.
Number 2 for me. Gonna be in your top 5. Gotta be in your top 5. Don't know how you don't have him in your top 5, but number 2, Big Ben.
Yeah.
Benjamin.
Love
the motherfucker. So sad seeing him go.
Yeah.
So sad that he took so many shots in Pittsburgh and was hurt a lot of the time. Played through some significant injuries, but had the dog in him, dude. Never gave up. Always came back. Always showed out. Got 2 Super Bowl rings, so love that for him. Wish he would have beat Green Bay.
Youngest Super Bowl champion ever.
I have his plaque somewhere. I think I got rid of it and I lost it along the way of moving several times. But I had his when he first signed his rookie card, and then him holding up that damn Reebok jersey before they switched to Nike.
My dad has the Reebok jersey. Yeah, my dad has it. I wore it to his last home game.
I had his the Super Bowl one where they had the blue and the green on the jerseys. I think that was when they played Arizona. I have that.
Blue and green.
Yeah, because
A
it was
throwback.
no, it was blue and green because of where they were playing the Super Bowl at, and I think it was like you know how like they do like the town specific jerseys for the Super Bowls. I don't know if they
Oh,
do them
yeah.
anymore, but like
I
that's
don't
what it
think so.
was.
But yeah.
That's what it was
Okay.
because it was a Reebok jersey. So probably when Nike took over, they didn't do that anymore. But
Yeah. Um. Yeah, dude. I'll save my comments for when I mention him. But um,
okay,
my number two, and if anybody like really knows how I feel about the man, I fucking love this dude when he was in Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell.
oh yeah, yeah, I figured.
Dude, stood behind that motherfucker when he held out. You know, I man, I just wish he would have never left.
Yeah,
So fucking bad. Wish he would have never left.
yep,
Kills me. Just thinking about it just kills me because he was so good.
yep.
Um, but yeah, Lev Bell number two for me.
I got you. That's a respectable number two. I figured he wouldn't be number one because I'm expecting Big Ben to
Yeah,
be number one for you. I figured.
yeah,
Um, Number one for me, also a Steelers player. I ain't even got to say anything else. Hines Ward. Hines Ward, bro.
yeah.
I had three of his jerseys. I had the Bumblebee. I had um the obviously the home and then the away. I just loved Hines Ward. I loved his physical play as a wide receiver. He wasn't
Mm-hmm.
afraid to get smacked. He wasn't afraid to smack somebody. Just
Yeah,
always
he's a
smiling,
dog.
dude. Dope as shit.
Always,
So
always.
that's my number one,
Yeah. Well, obviously my number one is Benjamin Todd,
Benjamin Todd.
the man. Um, I remember when he got drafted. You know, I remember watching his first game when
Yep.
Tommy Maddox got hurt. He came in.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it was against Houston Texans,
Yep.
and I'm pretty sure that he lost that game and then won 15 straights. Maybe he won that game and then lost the playoff game.
I'm
I
not
can't
sure.
remember what it was because he lost against Brady in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure that year, but he beat Brady in the regular season, which that was the first year Brady like that. Brady was on his tear of Super Bowls. Like that was when they won two in a row.
Two in a row, yeah.
Like 02 and 03, I think,
Something like
and
that.
then 04 they came out and yeah. But when he remember when he wrecked his bike?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we went to the training camp. Actually, me and C Billy went to the training camp that next year, and I'm pretty sure they won a Super Bowl that year
I think so.
against Seattle.
I think so.
I'm 95% sure,
I did.
but I got his autograph. Okay, and fucking Maverick and Jagger ruined the ball, took it outside and was using it, and ruined it. You know, whatever. It sucks, but you know that was pretty cool. Him signing him the fucking ball, winning him a little fucking pipsqueak. You know, and then bro, his last game.
Yeah.
I remember him. I recorded him coming out for the last time. It's on my phone,
That's cool.
and I remember fucking. You know, it brings it made me teary eyed whenever he fuck came out for the last time because it was like, holy shit, this has been quarterback for 18 fucking years.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
damn near my whole childhood. That's my quarterback. You
Literally.
know,
Yeah.
and he came out, and I remember recording it, and I remember just happening to look over at Woody, and me and him looked at each other, and we have fucking tears pouring out of our fucking eyes, and I'm
That's
this is
funny as hell.
fucking crazy. But yeah, Big Ben. That's my number one.
Got you. You want to give your honorable mentions, and I'll give mine.
Just go ahead and give them all the way down.
All
Yeah.
right. Number one could have sneaked into the top five. That's the only what I'll say is different. But Troy Polamalu,
He's in mine.
incredible.
Yeah.
Number two, James Harrison.
Mm.
Number three is a slasher, so I'm giving two. So I have six honorable mentions. Sue me. Donovan McNabb
Okay.
and Reggie Bush.
Ooh, Reggie.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't want to say him earlier, a few minutes ago because I didn't know if you would have him in there. But number four, Larry Fitzgerald, and then number five, Brian Dawkins.
See, I was gonna put Brian Dawkins in my top 5 because I love them fucking safeties.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
growing up, I wanted to be a quarterback and a safety.
Cool.
That's the two positions I always wanted to play. And like when I play like pickup football, those are the positions I wanted to be.
Yeah.
But I always ended up being a receiver because I was so fucking big. But I always played safety because I liked roaming back and just kind of watching the quarterback and like reading him and shit. Like I love that shit.
Right.
But my honorable mentions. Um, my first guy very well could have snuck in.
Mink.
Yeah, Minka.
Yep.
And then got TJ Watt,
Okay.
Deontay Johnson. Love Deontay. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's my guy. Um, Troy Polamalu. And then I stuck a non-Steeler in there. Adrian Peterson.
Oh yeah. I
He
didn't
was a
have.
fucking freak.
The only reason I didn't put him in mine is because I figured you would have him in yours.
Yeah.
Or if you didn't, we were gonna probably mention his name somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it was given. I mean, there's so many guys out there like
We could talk like
you
this for the
can
next
you could
30,
talk
45 minutes.
seriously, easily. It's just there's so many players out there that I loved watching, and there's probably a ton of guys that I can't even think of right now, said
Yeah.
before. But like this dude, he's gonna be a fucking freak if he stays healthy. Pickens is gonna be nasty.
Yeah.
Naj, if he can stay healthy and he can get on track, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The dude was not a waste of a first round pick. 2,000-yard seasons behind a shitty ass offensive line. Um, you know, there's just a lot of guys that I really like. The defense we got on the team right now, Cam Hayward.
Yep.
He's a freak. Patrick Peterson, he's our fucking corner right now. He didn't play too hot week 1, but he's 13-year veteran. He's kind of just there for
Right.
veteran role. But Joey Porter Jr. There's a shit ton of guys that I fucking. You ever see the story about how James Harrison got his first start? So it was against Cleveland. Joey Porter got into a fight before the game and got ejected.
Oh
wasn't allowed
yeah.
to play.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I
James
didn't know
Harrison
that
got
was
the
that.
start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joey Porter was a dog, bro.
Oh my god, dude. He was so fun to fucking watch, and like his pregame, like getting hyped up and shit.
Yeah.
So fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another guy that I wish was still in the league and never got hurt. Ryan Shazier.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. He was so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he'd probably still be playing right now.
Oh
he
yeah.
didn't get
He
hurt.
would. Yeah, I think he would. He'd be on the tail end of his career, but he'd still be playing.
Yeah. Sorry. But
No, you're good.
yeah, there's so many guys. So many fucking guys.
Yep. Well, D Money, had a blast talking to you, brother. Excited to see what's going to happen with the channel. Like we said, while we try to figure out the direction we want to go, potentially looking at having another guest come on with us and kind of be a special guest co-host, more on the permanent side, not come on like, have different special guests. We'll still continue to do that, but we might have another guest come on to try to give us a third person to talk to week in and week out until Duper can return. But nonetheless, just ask for your patience in that while we try to figure that out and sort through that. Next week, we have a special guest planning to come on. So excited about that. Looking to have a good conversation with that guest and excited to bring that content to you. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. We hope that you guys are still rocking with us and still enjoying the videos that we put out, the episodes that we release. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Thank you for taking the time to vote on our polls. Thank you for the time to give us some feedbacks, give us some questions, things of that nature. Probably going to release a new thing on Facebook, so look for that as far as kind of just getting some more feedback and more interaction from you guys to kind of see in what direction you guys want us to go with segments, what you like, what you don't like, stuff like that. So look for that this week. Nonetheless, I say this all the time. We appreciate you guys. We wouldn't be able to do the podcast without you and your love and support. So thank you guys so much. D Money, anything else?
No, man.
Cracked it
Killed
right
it
on
per
the head.
usual. Yeah, hit it right on the head.
I got you, bro.
But
Hey,
yeah,
shout out to our sponsor,
Arbor Elite.
Shout
Shout
out.
out.
Need any work done? Hit those guys up. They do phenomenal work. Dope, hungry
Yes, they
guys
do.
that are ready to go out there and make some money. So they'll do a good job for you.
Johnny was working today.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That shows. So, Nonetheless,
Which shout out to Johnny because he should be having his baby soon.
oh yeah,
Johnny
yeah,
and Jocelyn, shout
yep,
out to them too.
yeah.
You
Shout out to them. Yeah,
yeah, excited for that.
absolutely. Till next time, guys.